am so excited that you guys are here today. Absolutely excited that you guys are here today. All right, let's go ahead and get started. While I'm getting everything started up, guys, put your questions in the comments. Put your questions in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, put your questions in the comments. The goal is to make you as informed as possible. That way the process is easy and it doesn't feel scary. Okay. The more knowledge you have, the more powerful you are, the quicker you can make decisions and fully educated decisions. That's the goal. That's absolutely the goal. So put your questions in the comments. I want to make sure to get all of those answered for you. And then while I'm doing that, I'm just going to grab the link to book a call when you guys are actually ready for that step. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and put this right here. All right, that right there is how you'll be able to book a call to go ahead and get started when you're ready to make that move. Okay, so perfect. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Questions in the comments along the way. Do not wait until the end to put your questions in the comments. Why isn't my button working? Oh, well, okay, perfect. First thing you got to do when you're moving to Oklahoma, guys, is book a call. Book a call. You can click on the link in the comments, or you can scan that image on the screen right there, guys. And some of the things that we're going to discuss are your desired location. You know, where do you want to live? Do you want to live in Enid? Do you want to live in Tulsa? Do you want to live in Seminole? Do you want to live in Stillwater? Do you want to live in Oklahoma City? Where do you want to live? We need to know that, guys. We absolutely need to know that. That's really important to your move to Oklahoma. And then we're also going to discuss your timeline. You know, are you 30 to 60 days out in needing a home? Or are you more along the lines of 90 days out to 6 months? You know, depending on where you are in your timeline is going to determine how much time we spend together. If you're 90 days to 6 months out and you haven't even listed your other house yet and you're not ready to make an offer, you just want to get used to the areas, guys, we could do driving tours. We could give you a sheet so you could go do driving tours of the different metros and become more familiar with the metros, because when you're making a decision like buying a house, it's a big decision. So the better and more acquainted you are with the different areas, the more comfortable you feel about making that decision. And then also, what is your desired location in regards to your job? You know, do you work from home and you can live wherever? Or do you work for one of the hospitals and you have to be within 20-minute drive to the hospital? What is your desired work location of your home too? That's really important. And then lastly, of course, what do you want in your new home? What do you want in your new community? Do you want to be in a neighborhood with a splash pad? Do you want to be in a neighborhood that has walking trails? You know, what type of neighborhood do you want to be in? Is that all great info? Is that all good info to know what we're going to be discussing? You guys can go ahead and write those answers down and have them all prepared and ready to go on that initial phone call. Okay, step number 2, now that I know the audio is working, we got to go over the pre-approval or the letter of funds. You know, no seller is going to accept an offer unless they know that you can actually buy the home. So the letter of funds or the pre-approval is step number 2, guys. So that's real easy to accomplish. We have local lenders in the area that other customers have been happy with that we connect you to so that you guys can discuss different financing options. And if you sold $1 million home on the East Coast or West Coast and you're buying a $300,000 home with cash here in Oklahoma, all we need is the letter of fund. Your banker can get you a letter of funds real easy. Had a customer go get one this morning. He was at the bank at 9 a.m. and I had it at 9:05 a.m. It's real easy for a banker to print that out and just write on there that you have sufficient funds in your account to cover a $300,000 purchase. It's the same thing as a pre-approval letter, but it's called a letter of funds if you're a cash buyer. Thumbs up if that's helpful, guys. So those are the 2 different letters that we're going to get, and you're going to talk to your lender. If you're doing financing, you're going to talk to your lender about payments. You're going to talk to your lender about repayment term, 15 note compared to a 30-year note. You're going to talk to your lender about interest rates. You're going to talk to your lender about closing costs. You're going to get all that information from your lender. That way you have more information. You can make a more informed decision and everything is more easy to make decisions on with the more information that you have. Thumbs up on that, guys. Thumbs up on that. Questions on pre-approval or letter of funds? All right, moving right along. All right, guys, double checking the questions. Okay, no questions. Number 3, we set up your search based on what we talked about on step 1, based on based on everything we talked about on step 1, and then based on the pre-approval or the letter of funds, then we set up your home search. We've got 2 different options for your home search, the local MLS and KV Core. And then, of course, when you're driving through neighborhoods or seeing things on other websites like Craigslist or something like that, send them over to us. That way we can research them and make sure they fit that criteria that we discussed over on step 1, location to work, desires of the neighborhood, desires of the home, etc., etc. So setting up the search is step number 3. Pretty straightforward, right? Now we go looking for the house. You're going to be working with my team and I when we're looking at houses. You're going to be working every now and then. Occasionally, we'll have to hire an outside agent to show you a home because we might be all booked up. But the goal is to get you in those homes when you want to see them. That way, you don't miss out on the one. And guys, I'm telling you, when you're looking for a home and you walk in the one, when you pull up to the one, when you see the one, you know it. You know it's the one. You absolutely know it's the one. And then you're also going to want to write a winning offer. You don't want to lose it to someone else. And you never know when there'll be a multiple offer situation. So you always want to write a winning offer. That way you don't lose your new home to someone else, especially if you know it's the one. If you're like, I'd make an offer on this one, it's not the one, we're going to talk to you about possibly waiting. If it's not the one, then guys, we're going to talk to you about possibly waiting. The reason is when it is the one, you're going to know it. You're going to know it. And we do not want you to be buying a home that you're not 100% happy with. I'm just going to get this moved real quick. Okay, I can't get it moved. And then if you write a winning offer, then you're 90% sure that you're probably going to go under contract. So basically, I equate this to asking the home out on a date. And I got that from Will and Eli over in Colorado. Will and Eli over in Colorado. And I've been using it ever since. It's a great analogy. You're asking the home to go out on a date. And sometimes, it didn't click. Sometimes they don't always say yes when you ask them out on a date. Am I right? Am I right? You don't always get yes right away. The thing is unless you ask, you don't know. Unless you ask, you don't know. So if there's some things that they need changed up, maybe they're not available that Friday. Maybe they want to go out next Friday. And I equate that to things like the closing date may not be the best for them. So they might counter on the closing date. They might have a bad experience with that title company that you put on the contract. And they might ask, hey, can we use a different title company? Because I've had a real bad experience with them and I don't want to use them. That's important. They're the ones in charge of the money. They're the ones in charge of the paperwork. If you don't get a good title company, you may not close on time and your paperwork may not be right. And when you're buying a home, guys, that's a big deal. That's absolutely a big deal. And then also, they may want a little more earnest money. They're like, I don't want to go to Taco Bell. I want to go to Charleston's. Or I don't want to go to Taco Bell. I want to go to Above the Rest or whatever that restaurant's called in the top of the Devon building. I don't know what the name of that restaurant's called. Or they're like, I don't want to go to a fancy restaurant. I want to go to McDonald's. Who doesn't love a good Big Mac and chicken McNuggets? Am I right? Am I right? Thumbs up. Am I right? Etc., etc. But when you make your offer, there could be some negotiations. Sellers playing a little hard to get, but they're just trying to iron it out so that everything up front is good for both parties. Good for both parties. Does that make sense? Thumbs up if step number 5 makes sense. All right, let's move on to step number 6. Step number 6, this is considered speed dating. You're going to get home inspection. You're going to get termite inspection. You're going to go get, what is it called? I can't think of it. What is it called? You're going to get the appraiser to come look at it. Title is going to open up abstracting and start doing the abstracting and the title report on the property, okay? This is speed dating. The reason you get the home inspector and the termite inspector ASAP is in case you need additional inspections. If the home inspector is like, man, this HVAC unit's really old, you may want to get an HVAC tech out to look at it. Guys, We got to know that. The earlier we know that, the more quickly we can get the AC tech out there to do a check on it. Or if the home inspector is like, man, the roof's 8 years old, it's iffy. You need to get a roofer out here to look at it. Well, we need to know that up front to go get a roofer to look at it. So step 6 is speed dating. The lender's going to start the underwriting. They're going to start looking at your tax returns. They're going to start looking at your bank statements. They're going to start looking at your employment history. They're really going to start doing a deep dive on you financially. That way the appraisal's done and your underwriting is done. And like I said, the title company is going to do the abstracting and the title report. Is that helpful about step 6? Okay. As a buyer, you're still pushing through step 6. You're still figuring out, is this the right home? Is this the right home? Because now you're dating the home. Now you're doing your inspections on the home and you're finding out, is this home worth meeting the parents? Is this home worth meeting the parents? And that takes us over to step number 7. Put your questions in the comments, guys. If you have any questions, I want to absolutely make sure that they're answered. Put your questions in the comments, but that takes us to step number 7, guys. In step number 7, we're going to talk about meeting the parents. That's when you're looking at all the inspection reports. That's when you're looking at the appraisal report. That's when you're looking at the title report. And you're deciding, is this not only the home that I want, but is this the family that I want too? AKA all the inspections, all the things that come with the home. Because if there's some items on that inspection report that we need to negotiate, we need to negotiate it. Now, inventory levels are still so low in Oklahoma. The main things that you have to negotiate on home inspections in Oklahoma right now are things that require a licensee to do it. Because in Oklahoma, if you turn in a TRR form, the seller doesn't have to sign it. And if the seller doesn't sign the TRR form, the contract terminates on its own. So if that seller had a multiple offer situation and they're just waiting to see if you go through with it, but because they've got other backup offers waiting to buy the home, if you turn in a horrible TRR asking for way too many things, they don't sign it, the contract terminates on their own, they start working with the other buyer. The appraisal, the bank goes and checks the loan value, not market value, loan value of the property, and determines whether or not they can lend you all the money that they originally said they could lend you on the home. And then, of course, the title report, you get to look at it and make sure you have good, clear title. If there's anything weird on the title, you want to bring it up immediately because we have 10 days as per the standard contract. There could be changes in there, but we have 10 days to have an objection to the title that the seller has to fix. And what's really important on that title inspection report are all the non-covered items. The items on Schedule 2 or Schedule B, the items that the title company does not insure against. And in Oklahoma, you're dealing with oil and gas properties. There could be pipelines on the property or anything like that when you're buying a great big property that you want to be aware of. And you want to get that objection or that cancellation put in during this inspection period. Does that make sense? Step number 7. I know there's a lot going on right here, guys. I know we're talking about a lot. But if you've got questions, put them in the comments. Put them in the comments so we can get them answered for you, because it is a big purchase that you're making. And the more informed you are, the easier it is to make a decision. That's step number 7. Step number 8. All right. You've turned in the TRR. You've negotiated with the seller. You and the seller have come to an agreement. The seller's done the repairs. You've done the repair walkthrough and you found that the repairs were satisfactory. The title is clear. The appraisal is good. Underwriting, you've got the clear to close. Now it's time to marry the house. So 3 to 4 days before closing, you've got to call and get the utilities turned on for the day of closing. You don't want them turned on for the day after closing or a week after closing, because at closing, the seller gets to turn the utilities off. So you want to make sure those utilities are turned on for the day of closing. We go do the final walkthrough and make sure the house looks as it is supposed to, minus any normal wear and tear. We're not talking about busted door jams because the movers don't know how to move, but we're talking normal wear and tear. We're making sure that the house is the house that we're getting ready to buy. Because in Oklahoma, when you close on a home, the only way to change that is a lawsuit. And I'm not an attorney, so contact your local attorney to verify all that information. But do not close on that home unless you are willing to buy the home. Very important in Oklahoma. You do the final walkthrough, you're happy with it. And then we go to closing. And either the night before or on the way to the closing table, you pick up your certified cashier's check for the funds to purchase the home, so that when you go to closing, you put your down payment, closing cost funds down, you sign all the closing documents, the seller goes in and signs all their closing documents, and then you go and just talk about the neighborhood, talk about the house, exchange pleasantries while the closing company closes out the transaction, and the bank and the title company fund the transaction, aka the seller gets their checks and you get your keys. And now it's time to start moving in. So guys, in that short 15, 16 minutes that we've just had this time together, you can see how easy it is to purchase a home in Oklahoma. That's how easy it is, guys. Go back, watch this again. It's full of a ton of information. And remember, when you start moving, to just take it one box at a time, guys. Don't rush it, especially if you're moving in July or August in Oklahoma, because it's hot. Take it one box at a time, especially if you've got kiddos at home. Be very patient with them. Have them stay at a friend's house or have them stay at an in-law's house or something. That way you're not being frustrated at them during the moving process, because the moving process is very stressful, even on the little ones. They don't always know how to communicate that with us, but you want to be calm, cool, and collected during the moving process with your spouse, with your family members, with your friends that are helping you, and even with the movers. Now, if the movers are doing something they shouldn't, call them out on it, guys. Call them out on it. But enjoy the move-in process. Enjoy your new home, and welcome to Oklahoma. That is so exciting. That is so exciting. All right, guys. Now, if you're ready to make that move to Oklahoma, I want you to go ahead and book a call with us, my team and I, over at eXp Realty. We'd love to earn your business. Whether you're relocating to Oklahoma or even moving within the state of Oklahoma, let's say from Edmond to Norman, give us a call, shoot us, text, send us an email. We'd love to earn your business and help you with all your real estate needs. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, please share it with a friend. Tell them to skip the first 5 minutes. That was the intro time, and then I'll get those videos trimmed down as they finish processing. Thank you so much, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. And if you've ever thought about a career in real estate, hang tight. I'm getting ready to show you why eXp Realty is a place that I want to chat with you about moving your license to. That way we can work together and you can help people buy and sell houses too. Let's go ahead and get started with that video.
Brokerage models today. A global community designed, powered, and owned by our agents and partners, transforming the real estate experience. Our family of agents build their own businesses while having equity opportunities in eXp World Holdings. As technology has transformed entertainment, hospitality, transportation, and retail, it's now transforming the real estate industry. There's been little to no innovation with the old-fashioned real estate models. Franchise brokerages all start with the company at the top, which feeds down to regions, followed by offices or market centers, followed by a local manager or team leader. The focus was on the brokerage and their brand, not on the agent and their business. The evolution of real estate brokerages has always been driven by how agents get paid. This can be clearly seen with eXp's growth compared to old-fashioned models. At eXp Realty, we've eliminated old-fashioned bloat by removing franchises, territories, brick and mortar, and redundant layers of management. By doing this, we've created opportunity to give equity back to the agents and have made the agent the focal point of their business. We do this by having multiple income opportunities within our model and leveraging our fully immersive cloud office environment where agents enjoy 24/7 access to state-of-the-art collaborative tools, coaching, support, and socialization. eXp Realty continues to experience consistent record-breaking year-over-year growth with a mission to reach 1 million agents globally. It all began in the United States and Canada, with eXp Realty perfecting the model over the first 10 years, laying the foundation for our global expansion. Our international footprint now expands over 6 of the 7 continents. Our core values define our culture and ensure decisions are always aligned. Like being agile allows us to make adjustments at any time for our agents and their clients. eXp is at the forefront of technology, Every agent gets their own lead generation CRM system called KV Core. For a non-EXP agent, it could cost over $5,000 a year. This industry-leading system provides you with a behavioral-driven, personalized IDX website, CRM, email, and text campaigns. You'll always be notified of your contact's behavior, helping you convert and close more transactions. SkySlope allows agents to manage their business totally paperless. This all-in-one transaction management system helps you effortlessly stay organized with your transactions. All of your important data is contained on one detailed checklist, so you have everything in one place. One of our top priorities is building our own technology. Our back office business intelligence center gives agents both autonomy and great visibility into their business. Within your dashboard, you'll be able to monitor your performance metrics, commissions, revenue share, equity awards, transactions, and more. Whether you need a quick postcard or a full presentation, the eXp Marketing Center has it all. You can edit marketing collateral within minutes by choosing from over 5,000 marketing pieces. In fact, when a new listing is added to your MLS, you'll get an email with marketing items created automatically for your listing. Welcome to eXp World, our three-dimensional virtual cloud-based office environment. Meet, learn, and collaborate with agents and staff from anywhere with an internet connection. Join a meeting or training within a community via your phone, tablet, or computer. In eXp World, agents get real-time live support from our over 1,000 full-time staff members. Access over 80 hours of live training weekly in eXp World. Our training focuses on industry best practices, how to grow profitable real estate business, professional development, and much more. These sessions are taught not only by our highly experienced training department professionals, but also by our top producing agents and teams from around the world. eXp Realty agents also have access to Workplace by Facebook, which is a dedicated and secure working space to connect, communicate, and collaborate with other agents and eXp staff. You'll be able to use familiar Facebook features like newsfeed, groups, messages, and events to get things done quickly and efficiently. We understand that some agents enjoy the office setting from time to time, which is why every agent at eXp gets a global membership to Regus shared offices and their new brand spaces. Regus offers 3,000 office locations in over 900 cities in 120 countries. Every agent at eXp has the opportunity to become a shareholder in eXp World Holdings. Earn equity awards for closing your first transaction each year, capping each year, and every time an agent you attracted joins eXp and does their first transaction. Our agent equity program helps agents prepare for retirement. You can elect to take 5% of your gross commission per transaction and buy the company's stock at a 10% discount. Our ticker symbol is EXPI. Note that some stock awards are subject to vesting. eXp's Icon Agent program is unmatched within the industry. Our founder, Glenn Sanford, strongly believes that top producing agents should be rewarded for their contribution. There are two ways to qualify for Icon status: $5,000 paid in post-cap transaction fees, or $500,000 annual GCI with a minimum of 10 closed transactions. When you achieve Icon status, you'll receive 100% of your cap that you paid to eXp back in the form of company stock, essentially putting you at a 100% commission split. One of the most exciting aspects of our compensation plan is our revenue sharing model, which allows you to build a monthly leveraged income by attracting productive agents to the company. Here's a breakdown of how the revenue sharing model works. Tier 1 contains the agents that you personally attracted to the brokerage. For each transaction on this tier, you'll get 3.5% of their total commission. This amount is taken out of eXp's 20%, not out of the agent's 80% commission. Once the agent has hit their annual cap, they start receiving 100% of their commissions. You therefore no longer receive income from their deals for the remainder of the year, which is why the max you can earn on this tier per agent is $2,800. You can earn on all 7 tiers, but it's contingent upon how many agents you've personally attracted to the brokerage and their level of production. For example, if you attract 5 producing agents, you earn exponential share in commissions on Tier 1 and Tier 2, which are agents that your Tier 1 agents attracted. If you attracted 10 producing agents, you earn exponential share in commissions on Tier 1, Tier 2, and also on Tier 3, which are agents that your Tier 2 agents attracted. On Tiers 4 through 7, you'll still receive a reduced share in commissions, which is called our expansion sharing. So let's go through a quick example of how you can create a monthly leveraged income through the revenue share program. Here's you. You personally attract 5 capping agents. Then each of those 5 agents attract 5 capping agents of their own, giving you 5 agents of Tier 1 and 25 agents on Tier 2. For the 5 capping agents on Tier 1, you earn up to $2,800 each. And for the 25 capping agents on Tier 2, you earn up to $3,200 each, giving you an annual leveraged income of up to $94,000. But note that these figures are based on each one of these agents capping, which is approximately selling $2.7 million of real estate per year with an average commission of 3%. You can speak to an eXp agent or staff member for further explanation. Express offers a revolutionary new home selling option for homeowners who want to skip the hassle and uncertainty of a traditional home sale. The platform connects sellers with institutional buyers who can pay cash and close quickly. Unlike other iBuyer platforms, Express Offers allows agents to receive real estate commissions. At eXp, you'll never pay a desk fee, royalty fee, or franchise fee. Every agent is treated equally and is on an 80-20 split, which caps each year at $16,000. You then receive 100% commission for the remainder of your year. Here's the amazing part. It's only $149 to join eXp, and that includes your first month's $85 brokerage fee. On each transaction, there's a $25 broker review fee and a $40 risk management fee. The risk management fee caps at $500 each year. We're also excited to announce that we've added a low-cost healthcare alternative. Our agents get a one-on-one virtual consultation to ensure they've selected the right plan. eXp Realty continues to set industry records, becoming the #1 independent brokerage in the U.S. for closed transactions. For more information, reach out to the agent who shared this video with you.
All right. You ever thought about a career in real estate? Once you get moved here, let's talk. Love to chat with you about that. And if you're in the process of getting licensed while you're moving here, let's talk too. Let's get you fully licensed and let's help you buy your own home. How about that? How about that, guys? All right. Relocate and move to or move within Oklahoma, in the Oklahoma City metro area. Call, text, or email me. Stillwater, Tulsa, Enid, Seminole, all those places. And think about real estate. Do the same. See you guys on the next video.